Um, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting on Hassan and Leader to start their games. Leader's real name is Shanwaz, by the way, or the former professor from our previous tournaments. Just waiting on them to get in the lobby and get going. Don't know what's taking too long. right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Hassan versus the leader, Ethiopians versus humans on the first game, Arabia. Just want to make sure everything is properly set up here. We should be starting very soon. And here we go. We'll load it up into Capture. There you go. Quickly looking at the maps, Ethiopians and humans, blackberries for humans, gold a bit on the side, but kind of forward berries for the Ethiopians player. Backstone, back gold, not bad at all for the archer play. Game is paused. Leader paused the game.
Yes.
Game is back on. So Ethiopians versus humans. Um, Leader is known for using the step lancers pretty well. I haven't really seen Hassan play archer civs at this point, so I don't know how good he can play Ethiopians here. Again, for me, um, from what I learned and what I feel should be the play here is massing the archers in feudal age and managing your eco with that food, making a lot of villagers, and then going into crosspoint Botkin. One of the a couple of very good bonuses that Ethiopians get on for Arabia is one of them is that a free pike upgrade. So if your opponent is playing cavalry, you get free pikemen. So if you make pikes as spearmen in feudal age, they automatically get upgraded. So that's one of the advantages. Second is as you go up the next stage, you get 100 wood and I believe 100 gold. And because of it, your crossbow and Botkin research becomes that much smooth due to that extra wood and food. Extra wood and gold. If that's wood and gold, I'm pretty sure it is. So that really helps. And then you can also go into like a second TC. Since you're making archers, you can boom really fast with your food. Talking about humans, of course, the second TC play is very good if you're going to boom. But since this is Arabia, I personally feel that you shouldn't go second TC until you're ready to click up Castle Age. Once you click up Castle Age, right there you start making your second TC. You will already be ahead of your opponent. And during the feudal age, maybe you can use the extra food to make some scouts or even defend with skirms since you're playing against Ethiopians. Um, in this particular case, yes, RTC can come here or here to take this gold and wood for humans. But early feudal, I think you should definitely play some sort of um, a military unit, at least scouts or archers or skirms, and then go into your second TC as you click up to Castle Age. Because once you're in Castle Age, you start pumping out villagers. Your opponent is still on 1 TC. He has to still make his second TC. And again, he's an archer civ, so it's not that simple. He's using up his woods to make his archers. Now, as you can see, Hassan is already on gold. He has one lumber camp with 2 villagers on it for wood. He's trying to push deer. Or not. I think he was trying to push deer. But that's the thing, he's doing too many things here. He should be focusing on his small stuff. The regular stuff. Do his scouting. Right now he's lacking a lot of scouting, I think. I bet you he is. Okay, it's not that bad. But still, I think he should go and scout his opponent instead of pushing deer. You're Ethiopians, you get extra resources as you go up. You don't need to push your deer. It's a good practice, but you really have to get used to it to go in between your tasks to push the deer. 19 pop feudal to 20 pop feudal. Hassan slightly ahead. He's going out to take the deer, I believe. If you're gonna play archer civ, don't make 1 lumber camp. Always make 2 lumber camps with at least 11 on wood to make those archers. You need these guys on gold, not collecting deer. You have only 1 on gold. It's not enough for archers. Stables coming up. 2 ranges coming up. So again, Hassan, if you watch this stream and you watch this game, remember this. 2 ranges are not necessarily the play here. You don't have enough villagers on gold and you don't have 2 lumber camps. You have only 9 on wood. That's not enough to support 2 ranges. There you go. You're already getting harassed and this villager is getting 27 food. So right there you're gonna lose 27 food if you lose this villager. Yep, you just lost 27 food, my friend. So all these villagers here on straggler trees need to go on a second lumber camp. Some of them need to go on gold and only a few on berries. You're not even taking your berries. Yeah, scouts are coming in. 3 archers, 4 archers going out. Yeah, scouts raiding now, and rightly so. Hassan is trying to go in and harass with his archers. Shanwaz is moving away from that, and he's on a lumber camp away from his town. Hassan has lost 3 villages so far. He's trying to cook wall here. and only one rage is producing the archer. Now he has 4 villagers on gold, but that's still not enough. You need to have at least 7 on gold to produce from both ranges constantly, and you need to have at least 11 on wood to be able to support that. Plus you need to make the farms because eventually you have to go to Castle Age. So you make farms with the extra couple villagers on wood. Yeah, he has one. He has one scout. Archers coming in here from the north. Yeah, 2 ranges to produce 5 archers. Again, it's the same mistake that Hassan did in the game against Fussy, and I had mentioned that when you make 2 ranges, you're pretty much all in Feudal Age. You get those ranges working by extra people on wood, extra villagers on wood, extra on gold, and you constantly pressure the wood lines, you constantly pressure the farming eco, but you need to get fletching. Does he have fletching? He doesn't have fletching either. So yeah, the archers are, I mean, okay, you're causing some disruptions, but you're really not producing any results here. You haven't killed a single villager right now. And this one might die because this one accidentally has gone out of his town. Yeah, this one will die. So a lucky kill for Hassan here. And these 2 villagers are also going out. What is he doing? Their waypoint is wrong. Yeah, that's a lucky kill for Shanwaz. Sorry, for Hassan. Leader going for the market. Not sure what he's planning to do here. Hassan lost one of his archers there to TC fire. Yeah. 8 on wood. 7 on gold. Gold is okay, but he needs more on wood. As you can see, he's making farms, but he has no wood to create archers. That's not enough. That's a lot of idle time for the archers. So Ethiopians, similar to Britons, have the archer play, which is very strong. I've played them a few times on ranked. I won some of them just because I was able to pressure in feudal so badly that you know you sneak into woodline and you can just take out three four villagers before they can actually go. Oh, I didn't see this. But see, this is the thing. Why is leader not making a second TC? Why is he not making a second TC? He has the scouts. And Ethiopians also get a cheap outpost. It only costs, I think, 25 wood or something like that. They get a bonus on that. So some decent numbers on archers right now from Hassan. That's better. Much better to see now. But still he doesn't have enough on wood. If he had more on wood, man, his archer play, this would be GG. The amount of pressure he could put with Ethiopian archers and get fletching. Yeah, there you go. You see? Does he have fletching? He has fletching. That's the difference. He one-shotted that will. A lot of scouts here from leader. Is he gonna defend or is he going out to attack? Me personally, I would tower in the front maybe and go on a counter attack. Depends on the upgrades now. He does have +1 armor on those scouts, so yeah, he has dwindled down some of those numbers for the archers. Not bad. Hassan has almost reached the res to go up into into Castle Age, but again, losing these archers is a big deal, right? Because you wanna keep your mass of archers so that as soon as you hit that Castle Age, you go for that crossbow and botkin at the same time, and within seconds you have that power spike with Ethiopians, and you march right into the other guy's town, start one-shotting everything. He has to go make a siege workshop, get a mangonel out, or started making stable units to attack you. But even then, if you have Botkin, you can one-shot a knight with like 20 archers. So that's a good thinking from leader to go and attack, counter-attack instead of staying in his base. Leader doesn't have enough wood to actually go and make a second town center. He has lost some scouts and now he's walking right into the TC again. He can easily harass this wood line or this gold. He has the armor upgrade, so he can take out a lot of villagers because the villagers won't be able to do that much damage with the armor on the scouts. And this wood line is open. He just needed to come the other way. More scouts. Hassan is already going up into Castle Age. Hassan losing some of his archers to TC fire there, and his archers are all over the place right now. He needs to get them together. But how many archers does he have? Is the question I have. Hassan doesn't have many archers. He has a total of 6 archers that I can see. Yeah, and that's it. He's a total of 6 archers. So this is where you have to be careful. Yeah, there you go. He's all idle on the goal too. Yeah. Well, his villagers are bumping in because his walls are weird. He needs to make a bigger circle so that they have room to move. Oh yeah, there it is. That's the time percentage that they're idle. I didn't know we had these stats. He is in Castle Age, Hassan. However, his score shows that he is not producing what he's supposed to be producing. He is going into crossbowman. But again, his archer numbers are very small because he lost a lot of them here to scouts. The thing is, once you kill 3-4 vills and harass, you gotta move out of that area. You gotta disappear. If you stay in that area, you will lose those archers. Leader is also going into Castle Age now. He should be looking into making a second TC for himself because humans, you have to boom. A second TC here would be great. Woodline, gold, even stone close by. That would be a great TC. A lot of scouts on the field, so I'm hoping he will convert these into light cav since he already has them. This will be an interesting game, but I definitely think that leader has the upper hand here. Even though he's behind in eco, 38 to 44. But he did kill a lot of archers, and losing that much army that early certainly hurts you. Even now, Hassan is moving out. Does he have Botkin on these? No, he doesn't. So I wouldn't move out until I get Botkin. I would mass them more. I would make a second TC. There you go. It's coming up now. On the wood. Crossbows are going forward now. That TC could have been better, I guess, but still, this is it's a bit late, right? I think leader forgot that he can make a second TC in feudal age. Crossbows one-shotting these villagers now. Still no Botkin though, but there's no threat to them, right? Leader is losing a lot of villagers here. As the KD is 7 to 8 now, the eco KD. So, oh, wait a second. Where he's losing villagers too to his TC to scouts. Yeah, he just lost 2 more wills. So Hassan lost 11 wills and killed 7. Okay, it's yeah, it's not negligible, but it's not something that will, it's not a game-changing stat there. With 4 will difference, knights coming out now. That siege workshop, okay, that's a defensive siege workshop here against a crossbows. That's a good move, I think. What is he going for? Mangonel? Okay. I think even Scorpion would have been okay here. Yeah, absolutely. Idle eco for Hassan. Idle TC time for leader is also huge. That's almost 7.5 minutes going up. For Hassan, it's much less in terms of idle TC time. I don't know what is this. Worker efficiency. Okay, so this is the worker's efficiency. Much higher efficiency for leader than Hassan, because look again, he's producing all these villagers idling here, plus his walls against his around his gold were not that good, so a lot of his villagers kept on bumping each other. So that's why the efficiency, working efficiency of leader is higher. His workers are gathering in a better way. But a lot of pressure coming forward now from Hassan. His crossbows, again, his crossbows are, you only need like 2 crossbows here to chase these villagers. You don't need to send all your crossbows. So keep that in mind. Like you don't need to go and send all your archers here. Just send like a couple and keep your main army in the front. Now he saw the siege workshop. Yeah, you see. Yeah, this I see. Like his easy eco is all over the place. And look at these. What's wrong with these guys? He's not gonna make a lumber camp. He's only focused on his military. He's not focused on his economy. He's chasing after this villager here. He's so focused on that one villager, he doesn't know what's going on here. These villagers just walked from this wood line to his TC to drop wood because he's not able to make a lumber. Ah, okay, there you go. He was waiting to make a TC there. My bad. I thought he was gonna make a lumber camp. Okay. There you go. Hassan loses all of his scouts there. The light cav, which I'm not sure why he made. He has the pike upgrade for free. He could have made some pikes for defense against these. He has the crossbows and pike. That would have been a very good comp actually. Free pikeman upgrade and you don't use it as Ethiopians, then you don't know how to play Ethiopians. I personally think that. There's a hole here, I'm pretty sure. Hassan has 68 wills with 3 TCs. Leader has 61 wills, so an 8 will difference. However, the idle villager and the inefficiency of the workers here is just mind-boggling. Knights are in. What are the upgrades on these guys? +1/+1, which is not bad for early cancelage, since there are no pikes. But it is beyond me why he's not making a mining camp here. He's making a monastery to convert the knights. That's a good thought here, but still the worker efficiency is really behind. The will count 72 to 64. These 2 crossbows are just sitting there. Yeah, Hassan needs to learn how to manage his economy after he makes the TC. You have to set a waypoint for your TC. Yeah, here too. A lot of idle villagers. How do I check the idle? Workers efficiency, gathering time, build an eco, build repairing eco, moving time, idle eco. There it is, the idle eco. Look at that. Look at that, 2 hours and 40 minutes of idle eco versus 39 minutes. That's the time each villager has been idle for Hassan. 2 hours, almost 3 hours, all the time added together. That's way too much. Way too much. You're not gonna do much. Look at that. He's hardly focused on his economy. He just wants to produce the villagers and that's it. He doesn't know where to put them. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Hassan, even if you make 90 villagers, if you're gonna keep your villagers idle like this, there's no point of making 90 villagers. Leader has 80 villagers right now, and they're all probably working because that time is still at 39:54. Okay, it went up a bit. That might be for maybe villagers are bumping in each other. Yeah, those crossbows dwindled down again. Again, these archers should have been with those archers together in one big ball, so they can one-shot the knights. Do they have Watkin? I'm pretty sure they don't. Yeah, they don't have Watkin. Yeah, they're still doing pretty good against the knights, to be honest. But imagine if they were together. These knights are very fast because these are cumin knights. Yeah, free pikes, Shujat, and he's not making them. Free pike upgrade. They have free pikes right now, Ethiopians, and you don't see a single one of them. He ended up making light cap for some reason. Look at these workers, look at these workers. Idle eco is almost 4 hours for Hassan. That will be the reason why he will lose this game. Because he has 71 wills, and then when you tell him to make sure you make the wills, he says, but I had 100 wills. Well, 50 of them weren't working. Yeah, he has a lot of eco. He just needs to put them to work. These knights, +1/+1 is kind of tough. You need the armor on these to kill the TC because you will lose a lot of HP on these and you will lose a lot of knights on these. Hassan, kill this mango, man. Kill these mangoes. Kill this mango. Oh, he just passed by them. The knights will take out the wills though. I don't know, this kid is, unbelievable. Yeah, no point. Ah, I want to see this. I want to see these crossbows get catch up. Oh, he split them. Oh, nice move there. He did split, but he's still gonna lose a lot of them, I think. Oh no, he killed the mango. Does he have Botkin now? No, he still doesn't have Botkin. Man, look at this, look at this. This is no good, man. Your wills are like all over the place. Leader is taunting. Ah, there comes auto pike. There's a pike right there, man. Finally. Finally one pike comes out. There are no farms here. Some of his wills are just chilling in the castle. Just in case if they get attacked. You know, these wills are collecting the wood from pretty far away. Yeah, Hassan is pretty behind, man. And the reason he's behind is because he's not doing the basics right. That he normally does. But I don't know, he's nervous about the game or what the case is. He can play better than this. He surely can. I mean, he is a fast player. It's just that he's focusing on the wrong stuff. Yeah, it's GG. Yeah, absolutely. Just look at the 5 hours of idle eco, bro. You can't win after that. 5 hours of idle eco. 16.4%. 16.4%. So you know what that means? That means 66 villagers. So 10% of 66 villagers would be what? 6 villagers? So that's over, that's almost like 10 to 12 villagers less. Yeah, exactly. It's too much, bro. It's too much. I can't really watch this. He has militia coming out. Panic militia. He tried to make pikes, but I think he accidentally clicked on the militia. Front castle coming up. Those pikes are standing behind the castle. They should be in the front to take out the knights because they are a direct counter of the knights. He shouldn't be afraid to engage with these pikes against the knights. If anything, he will be able to lower the numbers of the knights, even if he loses the fight. Poor villagers, going all over the place. Leader is an imp, so this is game over, man. I think you should just call it a GG. The pikes came out too late. He has the res to go up, but to be very honest, he needs to be engaging with his pikes here. He has Cavalier, Shujat. He has Cavalier. Cavalier is very strong. If he gets full upgrades, yeah, he has full upgrades on the Cavalier. 12 plus 4, plus 2 plus 2. Even if he engages these pikes, yes, he's gonna lose Cavalier, but I think he's gonna kill all these pikes. Yeah, I mean, if he loses a fight or if he sees that these pikes numbers are really big, then he maybe gets some scorpions behind or even kip checks. He can make 10 kip checks instantly, I think, in his castle, the unique tech. For sure. I mean, you have to go for. Oh, he's going paladin now. Forget it. This is game over. He's paladin with full upgrades. This will be hard to stop for Hassan. He has to hate imp, and then he has to tack into halberdier, and then he can maybe stop this push. But at the moment, I think it's too late. Shanwas shouldn't be waiting here. I think he should be popping that trap out and taking down that TC, and then that castle. He has everything here. He wants to mass more paladin, but I think this is enough. He just wins from here. Yeah, Hassan was ahead, but again, his idle eco is up to 6 hours, which means that he's really like 16.4% of his eco is not even working. So if he gets 100 wills, it basically means his 84 of the wills are working. The militia are going out on a scouting mission. Oh, they found some villagers. I'd rather watch this fight. There you go. Oh, these are strong militia, bro. They have full upgrades. +2/+2 armor. So, you see, leader shouldn't be waiting here. Is he going up? Is he upgrading to halberdier or no? He is going to halberdier. This could get interesting here. But still, I think 108 wills to 63. Hassan might be able to hold off. But this is the thing, Shanwas shouldn't be waiting here. I don't know why he's not getting his traps out and just going in with it. He's trying to toy with Hassan here, but now he has a bunch of halberdiers. Yeah, the idle eco is just way too much. Way too much. 2% to 16% of idle eco. Hassan would have been much more ahead if he if he didn't idle his eco that much. And right now he needs to go out and take out those paladin. He needs to take the fight. Is he getting his blacksmith upgrade? So no attack upgrade. Yeah, that'll be tough. They have the armor, but they don't have the attack upgrade. Yeah. So leader comes in now. The halberdiers move out, but there is no upgrade on them. No attack upgrade on them, so I don't know how they will fare against these paladins. Paladins are fully upgraded. Plus 4 attack, plus 3 armor. Yeah, this is a tough one. And he's still not patrolling his helps. He should be patrolling them. Yeah, there you go. The castle fire will probably take them out. Trap from Hassan. He's trying to stay in the game here. But he must get that upgrade. Now he lost his blacksmith, so he should be making another blacksmith. A couple more barracks. He has a lot of food, a lot of wills on wood, so he can definitely hold off here. And Shanwaz engages with the halberdiers. Halberdiers don't have the attack, so I don't expect them to do very well here. Yeah, there you go. They get melted. They get melded. They have no attack upgrades. GG called. Yeah, I hope Hassan watches this stream and sees the mistakes that he made in terms of his idle eco especially. And then also the two ranges in the beginning. He didn't make use of them properly. He needed more wills on wood, more on gold, less on food, and he wanted to push really hard in feudal age instead of losing all his archers here. And then he lost two sets of crossbows which were split. Half of them were here somewhere, half of them here, and the knights took them out separately. You have to have a big ball of archers to stay together, and sometimes if you have all the upgrades you can even take out the mangonels very quickly because of that ball of archers. So you gotta practice that build, the archer build. There was no reason to invest in a light cav when you have the pikeman upgrade for free, so no reason for that. You're going against knights with light cav, doesn't make any sense. Make make pikes. They get it for free. Ethiopians get it for free. So yeah, well played from Shanwaz, but I think Hassan played it really poor. He had at one point better eco in terms of the will count, but he didn't put it to use, and he didn't make a proper lumber camp here. A lot of his villagers were just standing there because all the new villagers he was making, he didn't task the TC waypoint to like a resource like a wood or a stone or a gold. So each time his villagers popped out, they were just standing under a TC. So he needs to learn to do that. He needs to put his workers, his villagers to work. And yeah, that's basically it. I mean, for me, 6 hours and 21 minutes of idle eco is the reason he lost. Yeah, well, you have to, Hassan, you have to learn how to manage your eco better. You could have won this game because you had you didn't use the pikes, you lost your crossbows, you made two ranges when you didn't, your build order was wrong. You went to wood with only 9 villagers when you should have gone with 11. And all your new villagers that were coming out of the TC in feudal age should have gone to gold. Um, don't push deer, don't go out to get deer when you're going archer play. You don't need that much food. All you need is the two boars and your sheep to go up into feudal, and then you start making archers. You have to have at least 11 to 12 on wood. And once you make a good mass of archers, um, you start investing the wood into. Once you have 7 villagers on gold, start making farms. Anyhow, I hope you watch this and listen to the commentary. I took a lot of points from Shujat as well while he was chatting with me, and I tried to convey those on this stream. The whole point is for you to see your mistakes and learn from them and get better and not make those mistakes again. So in this game, and even in the game that I saw that you played against Fussy, it was the same story. Why go two ranges or two stables when you don't have the eco to support it, right? When your build order is 19 to 20 pop going into feudal, you need to be very careful in what you make. Go for two ranges if you want, but make sure that you do feudal timing of 21 pop. You have 11 on wood and at least 3 starting on gold, and then up to 7 or 8 in feudal age. So timing, build orders, basics. Basics of the game is what you need to get right first. You had no lumber camp for the longest time next to this TC. Your villagers were walking from this place to this place to drop wood, and then your all new villagers were going idle. So 15%, for majority of the game it was about 17%, 16.5 to 17% idle eco. Can't have that. All right, let's go to the next one. Next map I'm told is Arena. We will find the custom game here. Actually, I need to go into spectate games. They haven't started just yet. Second game on Arena, Berbers versus Franks. This will be interesting. Let's see if Hassan can make a counter to Knights, which ideally would be the Camels. Franks get cheaper castles, so I expect Leader to drop a couple castles there. Alrighty. So Franks versus Berbers is, I mean, it's hard to say. Franks do have a good economy, so do Berbers. Berbers villagers move fast, 5% in feudal age, 10% in castle age, and 15% in. Um, Actually, I think it's 5 in dark age, and then 10 in feudal, and 15 in castle, and I think 20 in imperial. I'm not too sure, but something like that. They pretty much get the wheelbarrow uh, upgrade, sort of like built in. Other than the fact that wheelbarrow you can carry 24, 25% more, but in terms of movement of the villagers, it's definitely helpful with food eco, with lumber camps, with luring the boars, and even will rushing. You can get to the other base very fast, or tower rushing for that matter. It's a cool little bonus to have. And Frank's, as we discussed previous in the previous game there, Frank's bonus is the berry bushes are taken faster. They have cheaper castles, which is more relevant on arena. They have the free mill upgrades, of course, and they pretty much get everything. They get halberdier, champion, bombard cannon. They get throwing X-Men from the castle, which is anti-infantry unit, and of course they have one of the strongest cavalry in the game with their 20% extra HP bonus. So if leader is looking to drop a castle, well, Hassan is lucky here because his gold is in the back, and a castle drop might be denying the neutral gold and the berry bushes, but it won't be able to cause too big of a damage here with a castle drop, other than the fact that you can break the wall and go in and raid with knights or scouts. So in the previous game, we saw that Hassan's idle eco was huge, and to me, that was probably one of the biggest reasons he lost that game. And of course, the technical um, mistakes that he was making here too. He's making a house with two villagers for some reason. He doesn't need that. Doesn't need that. He was not going to get housed, or was he? Well, he might be getting housed. Yeah. Just made this house in his 15 pop. Okay, makes sense. So what would I do against Berbers if I was playing as Franks? Um, my knights are stronger. Berbers have camels, which are cheaper. So right there, I have a very hard counter to my strat. As Franks, I would definitely go for the cheaper castle drop in the front. And mind you, if he drops the castle here, he could probably deny some part of this gold. And the neutral gold too. A castle drop from Hassan could work really here. If he drops a castle here, he might be able to range these two golds here, and that would be a big problem for leader. But Hassan needs to get his builds right. he needs to be able to go FC on stone, early on stone, and drop that castle. So back to the question, if you're playing as Franks, what do you do against Berbers? Obviously your knights will be hard countered by the camels, even though they are stronger, but the Berbers get cheaper camels, which means they can mass more than your knights. And if they get the same amount of upgrades, the camels will definitely take out the knights. So honestly, on Arena as Franks, if you castle drop, that is the best strat against Berbers. If you're not able to castle drop, maybe you can go and play trash only. I don't know. You can play Skirm, Halberdier, until you push the game a bit later in the stages. Your opponent, provided your opponent goes... Did he lose a will there? No, he didn't. He garrisoned it in time. So again, the board lure is wrong. It should be coming under your TC, Hassan. So that's another thing that you should be looking into. The basics of the game need to be done right. You're luring deer on Arena. Come on, man. On Arabia, you went out and got deer from behind the tree line, and on Arena, you're scared to go out and get the deer and you're pushing it while your boar lure is like 2 meters away from your TC. You need to understand the basics of the game and do that right first. You don't need to push in deer on Arena if you can't lure your boar properly. And now you don't have enough on your boar. You're gonna waste a lot of food on the board. You need more villagers on your board. Okay, let's see. This villager is sitting there for a while now. Hassan is going into feudal age with, from the looks of it, a fast castle build, but really his build order is not good for this type of build. Leader making the house walls properly, expecting a... Well, he won't be, like, he's the one who might be going for a castle drop. Yeah, he's going on stone, you see? And he's going up 23 pop, he's not up yet. 2 on gold, 2 on stone. 8 there. Again, to me, this is a rookie mistake. You don't need loom in arena. I think he cancelled it. Did he cancel it? I think so. Hassan is getting closer and closer to that castle age timing, and so is leader. Leader should be going in first. Yeah, there you go. Clicked up already. Hassan is behind because he didn't have enough wills on gold. Both players are going up at around 12 minutes 35, so expect them to be in castle age, what, 6 minutes, 16 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a sharper build from leader on this one. Hassan is on the right track, but he needs to learn the basics first. He needs to understand the basics better because a lot of mistakes on the basics of the game. The boar lure while pushing deer, not a good idea. Just get your boar lure first, under your TC properly, and then go for your deer after. Normally, I would either go to the deer before I even lure the first boar, so that it's easier for me. Somebody with a lot of speed and accuracy. Somebody like Fussy could probably do it, and he does it. I've seen him do it, pushing the deer and luring the boar. Uh, Fine, that's great. But if you're not comfortable with it, I'm not comfortable with it. I just choose my timings to go push the deer. Either that's before I start luring the first boar, or it's after I take the second boar. Here comes the castle drop, nicely tucked in between the two wood lines, so cannot be attacked from the side. Leader started attacking this gate first. Hassan is on stone, but he doesn't have enough for a TC, a castle, sorry, because he went for a TC. So he lost some stone there. He needs to at least make a stable here. A leader is not going for a stable, so a castle drop into maybe crossbow. Yeah. So the basics of the game for Hassan, along with reading the game better, would be a good idea. I don't think leader will be doing anything else other than dropping a castle again. Leader already has enough for a second castle. So maybe break this, drop a castle here, or even further up. Nice walls coming up with the buildings here for Hassan. He's thinking ahead. Here comes the second castle. Two of Hassan's villagers going out. If I was Hassan, I would even go and drop a castle here, man. You have camel archers, which might do better than... Okay, he's gonna counter cancel it. Hassan lost two wills there. It will pretty much come up at the same time. There you go. So that will buy him some time. But the thing is, Shanwaz, aka leader, can actually go on the other side and drop another castle from this side. Hassan needs to anticipate that and put a lot of wills on stone, because there will be more castles coming. Yeah, right there. So after this castle, actually he had a hole here. I think he could have passed, no? He could have gone past, or break this house and go this side, drop a castle here and just end the game. Yeah, petard this house. Yeah, castle here would end the game, man. I mean, in the meantime, in the Frankstown, second TC coming up. Sun is 36 wills to 36 wills. They have the same exact economy. Yeah, make a petard, man. Hit that gate. More house walls coming up. Leader almost 316 stone, 326 stone. Might be able to get enough for another castle inside. I really want to see a castle here or here. Deny this TC. Yeah, sell a bit of wood there. Get some gold, buy this. Buy the rest of the stone. And just drop another castle. Yeah. He sold a bit of wood, bought the gold, bought the stone. Oh, a little bit on this side, bro. Right here. That would cover this TC. I mean, okay, there's another counter castle coming out. This castle might go up faster. You might be able to deny this castle. No? No. Oh. This could get tricky. This castle may not go up. Yeah, you need more wills, man. What are you doing, leader? Eh, not a bad choice. Yeah, not a bad choice at all. Make sure you keep on building your eco in the back. I mean, Hassan countered it. Not bad, man. Not bad, Hassan. You countered it well. Now put some villagers on gold and try and go into imp as soon as you can to trap him down. Because mind you, late game, Berbers come on top here because of their cheaper cavalry. Knights will be, Franks will be pushed into playing trash unit like Halp and Skirm and stuff. Yeah, throwing X1 coming in, just to raid a bit. Alright. I still feel that the Franks player should go and make another castle. Maybe even here. Hassan is going out with his wills, probably trying to get another spot for his TC. Both players just chilling right now. Nothing really happening. 3 castles, but really this neutral gold is being denied here, but Hassan still has his main gold. I don't know why he moved the wills all the way to that side of the town when he already had this TC here. I think he was looking to make a TC but didn't have the wood. I think leader should sell his stone, buy more food. Yeah, there you go. Buy more food, man. Go imp. Make those traps and take out this castle. Then drop another castle here. Mhm. Nobody likes relics. Nobody collecting relics. I mean, all these relics are for free taking. Where do they keep getting the access is the point. The Quebecois Axemen. Yeah, leader collect imp. But Hassan is far from it. You see, both the players have no military. However, as soon as leader goes in, all he needs to do is pop out a couple trebs and just take out this castle, and this TC, and it's game over. And then just shoot in some of these X-Men guys. Hassan is getting closer to those res count. Okay, there we go. He clicked imp. He's late though. He must protect one of his castles or build another one all the way in the back here to pop out some trebs. If he can do that, or repair this one also, buy more time. He needs to buy more time. How do you buy time? Repair the castles. Treb is going out of this castle. I hope it doesn't pop out in front of this castle because that would be like, wow. Okay, stables coming out finally. Both players popping out stables. Looking forward to some camel versus knights. Frank knights versus Berber camels. This treb is in range. The castle can hit the treb. Hassan needs to fix this. He needs to go repair that now. That's his gold, man. He needs this castle. He needs to repair it. Not with 3 wheels. All of these wheels. All of these wheels, dude. Or make another castle right away, right now. Light cav. Wow, you gotta be kidding me, right? Light cav. Bro. Bro. You gotta be making camels, man. You know, Hassan, I don't know the decisions he's making for, like, I don't know where he's getting this gameplay from. Why light cav? He has nothing, man. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I don't know. I don't even know why he chose Arena. Honestly, I was hoping for a better contest here, but it looks like Hassan doesn't really know what to do. He's all over the place. He's not fixing his castle, and he's not making any military. And he's making light cav for some reason when he has the best camels, the cheapest camels. Light cav is not gonna win you the game, buddy. You have so much food and gold. You have to go for camels. Yep, camels in castle, exactly. And then just upgrade them to heavy camel. They would win this, no problem. Even now he's creating light cav, and I don't understand this. And he's making a lot of stables and God knows what. Oh, camel archer. He's making camel archers. Okay. Okay, he has a lot of camel archers. Maybe, maybe. Frank Paladin. Ah, it's game over, man. Full upgrades. +4, +4. Oh my god, he lost all his camel archers? He had only one? Or they were in queue, so he lost all the rest too? Ah, he needed to make the regular camels. Look at that, man. I don't understand this, right? I don't understand this. He makes 5 stables to make like 10 light cav, and then he queues a bunch of camel archers from the castle. Instead of making camels from his stables, his 5 stables. Okay, he was housed, I understand that. That's a different thing. But the point I'm trying to make is the decision to make the army, like our army comp, is really weird. Yeah, I mean, it's okay if he saw his castles are going down. He didn't make more houses. That's one. And two, why do you make 5 stables when you're not going to use them? What are you gonna do? Make 100 light cav to fight these paladins? Unbelievable. Unbelievable unit comp. Unbelievable. When the game started, I said the hard counter for Franks is here. Berbers. Camels, man. Camels. And I was thinking that the Frank player might end up going into trash units because there is just nothing Franks can do against cheap Berber camels other than help and maybe skirms and stuff like that. Um, but it's really the basics of the game. Hassan, if you watch this stream, you need to learn the basics of the game. Luring in deer while you're taking a boar, pushing deer while you're luring the boar, not a good idea for now. Um, it's just beyond me why you would not tech into camel. And even before that, when you had 3 castles on you, you did not do anything. You kept on booming, you kept on making more TCs and more wills. What you needed to do is push those castles back. Make a siege workshop, start pushing those castles back. Um, don't wait there. And once you hit imp, when you're in castle age, you need to make a lot of camels. A lot of camels. You know what Franks play? They play knights. You have perfect counter. Cheap camels. So Hassan is playing as Persians and leader as Huns. Think I would say Persians are pretty decent for booming, but Huns have better options in terms of scouts, in terms of cheaper cav archers. Persians do get the cav archer, the heavy cav archer as well, thumb ring, all that. They get trash bows later in the game. They don't get the final upgrade for the attack on the archers, so crossbows are really like weak in that sense, but they can be massed and they can be put behind cavalry or siege and sort of take out the. Oh, Hassan just lost a villager. He tried to put a house to aggro the boar, but bad luck, I would say. I think he wasn't paying attention. That's already a bad start. Persian TCs work faster, so he might be able to make it up. I told him to learn how to lure the boar. That's exactly what I mean. He can hardly lure the boar, and he's pushing deer all the time. Yeah, well, it proves my point, right? It proves my point. Again, look at that boar coming in. He's doing the basics wrong. Until you get the basics right, and these things matter. These small things matter a lot because it affects your early feudal game. Only 2 on wood. That's okay as Persians, I think, because Persians do get extra wood, so it's not a big deal if you have only 2 on wood. In fact, even if you don't go on wood that early, you're okay. You can just go to stragglers and then just make a lumber camp later on. Leader coming forward already. This villager, you see, this villager is going all the way on the other side to cut wood because Hassan is not paying attention to it. That's what I mean about the basics. He's really all over the place with his builds. He needs to practice this Dark Age a lot more and get more efficient with his lumber camps, with his boar lures, with collecting deer. Again, you don't have enough on the boar. You have 4 on the deer. You need to have the maximum amount of villagers on your boar. The boar provides the most amount of food, and it rots away if you don't have at least 6 villagers on it or 5 villagers on it. In case of Mongols, you can get away with like 4 or 5 because they collect faster. But with any other civ, you need more villagers to make sure that you don't rot your boars. Always drop off your food before you go and lure a boar. It's just a good habit because if you lose that villager, you will lose the additional food with that villager too. That's a good boar lure. That's the way it should be every single time. That house was there and not built. Leader is pushing deer, but look at the timing of pushing deer. I think he already took both of his boars. Yeah, he took both of his boars, so it's okay to take deer now. You can push deer in this kind of a situation when you're really not, worried about losing a villager to a boar or luring it under the TC properly. Look at that. You still have more than 100 food left on your board, and you lure a deer and take. You know what? I I don't know, man. If you don't want to learn, that's up to you. Exactly, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, he's trying to do advanced stuff without learning the basics. He is doing horrible in basics. Yeah, I guess that's the reason why. Board is haram, that's why. He still had most of it though. Yeah. Alright, let's see how long his villagers stay here. Let's see how long. Oh, that was fast. Yeah, still there. Idle eco is almost 10 minutes, 6.9%. Hassan advances to feudal age. Goes for barracks. Two villagers are going somewhere. Stable's coming up at 12 minutes. That's kind of late for a stable. Leader is going for a market, probably a blacksmith. A lot of bills on the wood here for leader. A lot on gold. Not sure what his plan is. He's almost to castle age, whereas yeah, leader lost a scout to the will. That has to be pointed out. You gotta keep a tab on your scout because now you don't know there are two stables up from Hassan with 3 farms. 37 food in the bank. And now he has 11 villagers on wood. But not even 11. Hassan has 15 villagers on wood, and he's going scouts. So again, the builds all over the place. When you're going scouts, you need more on food, not on wood. Here comes a raid with the scouts. Hassan needs to win this game in order to stay in the tournament. Quick walls from leader. Protect his gold vills. Leader is clicked up to... he's in. He has to fight with his vills. Leader needs to fight with his vills or leave. He almost lost a will, but saved by the bell. Oh, okay. I thought he had to win this one game to stay in the tournament, but Shujat is telling me that he's already out. Well, at least if he watches this stream, I can give him some points. But you only learn if you're willing to learn, and I don't know if Hassan is willing to learn. He's doing the basics extremely wrong. This patch of 2 sheep is not even taken. Yeah, that's it. So at least he will get a win. if he gets this game. Stables coming up from leader. He's almost imp. A lot of wood villagers for both. Not sure why. That's a decent stable. That's a decent amount of farms for Hassan there. 15 farms. That's better. Much better. 4 wills on stone. Scouts raiding. That's a good gameplay. Better one. Still a lot of mistakes. The basic mistakes. Seems like Hassan is looking to go all in feudal here. Does he have any upgrades on his scouts? No, he does not. Whenever you go feudal age, Hassan, you want to go all in and you make the amount of scouts that you have made. You must get upgrades on them. Yeah, tower's coming up. I just saw that. That's a very good play. But the only thing is, leader is in castle age, so he can go and make another TC. He can make a TC somewhere else. So this will be, yeah, I mean, he will deny the wood line here, but leader can go like a bit here, maybe even here to build a TC. Hassan needs to get his upgrades on his scouts to make them stronger. Yeah, another will lost. The tower is not catching this side of the wood. Here come the knights. The knights should clean this up, including the tower, I believe. But how many wills has leader lost so far? Leader has lost 2 wills so far. Yeah, tower is late because now he can simply make a TC here, right? He can just go out on this side and make a TC. House walling from Hassan from one side. Hassan needs to go castle age if he wants to survive this game. Oh god. Look at that TC. He wants to make... Leader wants to make that TC right on the stables. He cancelled it. Probably gonna go somewhere else. No, he didn't. One stable knights from leader. The knights have +1 attack on them. He wants to TC. I mean, he can. Leader can actually go in and TC this gold and this wood line and completely just throw Hassan off course here. Quick walls from Hassan. Leader wants to absolutely make that TC, but it's partially on the stables. Well, the TC space is being denied, but honestly, leader can take out this balustered wall and make a TC on this side here. Just gonna fight with the wills now. Get them out of here. Oh, poor wood villagers, they're all dead. But still, it's 33 to 35 will count, and Hassan is going castle age now. Leader is going to TC drop. The goal in the front. Yeah, it's game over. I hope he doesn't lose his knights to TC fire. He doesn't have enough upgrades on them. Yeah, he has no armor on them, so he's gonna lose them pretty fast. More wills to be lost here by Hassan. Will count is 30 to 25 now. Hassan is at 25 now. Hassan is in Castle Age. He has a stable. He is playing as Persian, so Hassan can go for camels if he has the. Yeah, he has no res. He has no res, and there's a lot of knights here. He has no gold either. Well, he's collecting gold, but he's making knights. Come on, man. Come on. What you doing? Camels, bro. Camels. Yeah, he can make a castle too. Yeah. But I'm just, you know, surprised. He doesn't know the basic counters. This tells me he doesn't know the basic counters. He didn't make any camels as Berbers. He is not making any camels as Persians. Well, there you go. Castle coming up. But maybe he should have castled the hill here to protect his gold, or this one here. I don't know if this castle is a good one. So making it in the front, which is not bad, but you know. Quick walls to protect his villagers. Those are good quick walls because leader will lose some. That's a good castle. That is a very strong Persian TC, and so is the castle. The castle HP and the Persian TC HP is the same, bro. I didn't know that. Persian TC has the same HP as the castle. Incredible. Well, there comes the cap ram. We're just trying to kill the cap ram or the battering ram. Okay, got rid of the battering ram. Yeah, but still, I think leader shouldn't be losing his knights to this. Another ram should go down. A lot of villagers, killing some villagers here. Another ram comes out. Desperate situation for both of these players. Ah, there come some knights, the Persian knights. Okay, so Hassan sort of controlled the situation. But he's down to 25 wills to 47, so his eco is way behind. A bit of a pushback coming now. What is leader gonna do here? The thing is, you can't night rush like a Persian TC or castle. They're very strong. Hassan is trying to go somewhere with these wills. He can take this gold. I don't know why he's not going to this gold. Persian TC coming up. Very strong TCs. This game could be competitive. I mean, the economy is way behind for Hassan. 26 villagers only. Yeah, he could have done that. Yeah, he could have TC'd here. Hassan could have TC'd here to kill this TC. Much stronger TCs for Persians. Yeah, going in for some raids here. That's a good move. All Hassan had to do was make camels, and he would eat up so many knights here. No upgrades on Hassan's knights, so he could have easily gone camels here. He could even tower this. Actually, no, he doesn't have the stone, but he can sell a bit of wood, make a tower here, and deny this gold. Siege workshop coming up. Yeah. Again, look at the idols. Again, the same percentage. Bro, we looked at the same percentage in the first Arabia game. 16% of idol eco from Hassan. Is the same thing here. 15.5%. And he's gonna lose this TC. And most likely this castle as well. Yep. 2.5 hours of idle TC. Idle eco. Yeah, more rams coming in from leader. I really hoped for a better contest from Hassan on this, but he is still a new player. I understand that, but he needs to be able to learn what he's doing wrong. The single most important thing in this game, even in the Arabia game, is this idle TC time. Sorry, idle eco time, 16%. Yeah, castle goes down. Now the TC will go down. More rams are still coming out. GG. Um, yeah, he just played really weird this game, Hassan. He went for a tower which was late. He made a lot of scouts with no upgrades and then just lost them all. There was no attack upgrade, there was no armor upgrade on those. A lot of idle eco again, 16.5%. Um, and then the the unit you make is knights. Workers efficiency 3% exactly. These are the things you have to understand. It's not something that um, you know we also make mistakes. I mean, even us, we make a lot of mistakes. But what's more important is to learn from them. So first thing, you have to learn the basics. Where to make your mining camp, where to make your lumber camp, how to make them work efficiently, and then how to make sure that your villagers are working, man. 16.5%, almost 17% of the villagers are now working. And then the counter unit you're making is completely wrong, man. Knights, you get cheaper camels. Not cheaper camels, but camels are cheaper than the knights. And they counter the knights. So why not make camels against knights? So the takeaways from the game are do your basics right. You're pushing the deer and you're leaving your boar alone and you're just taking it just to show that you can push deer. You cannot push deer if you cannot do it properly. You cannot ignore your boar and go for the deer. Your boar still has food on it and you leave it with two or three villagers and go and take deer. So the basics of the game is that on the board you need to have at least 5 or 6 villagers to make sure that there is no rot. Rot means that you don't lose any food off that board. If there's too much rot on it, then you lose a lot of food, and once you hit the feudal age, you cannot really make that kind of a military that you want to make. There's always the other player, if he's doing the basics right, then he will be better off than you are. Um, so yeah, I mean, there are so many things to talk about that you're doing wrong. Just watch these games, replay them, and do the basics right. You have to get your Dark Age better. You cannot go on advanced things like luring boar and stuff like that when luring deer, pushing deer and stuff like that when you cannot lure your boar properly. You lost a will on the boar, then you lured it, but you lured it outside your TC. These are very important things. They're small, but very, very important. They make a big difference. Nevertheless, um, good effort, and I wanted to see a better contest here, but unfortunate. You need to play a lot more 1v1s and try and get the basics right to win. All right, thank you guys. Good night.